Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to part 2 of my Animal Crossing LunaLagoon Island vlog. In the last video, I was just starting my reconstruction process of my island. I've had my island for a few years now, and I just wanted to give it a new, fresh life. So in this video, you're going to get a little bit of everything, but mostly the continuation process of me redoing things on my island. The first portion, I was putting down cement because I wanted a parking lot for my new location of my Nook store, and here it is, where I wanted it to look like an actual store on a corner. In this portion, I was going around shaking trees at night, and you know how unlucky you can be with those bees. Well, I actually caught it on video where I caught them in the net. So next, I started a new day and busted out my clothing wand to change my outfit for the day. And does anyone else have a wand? I love mine. And right here is where my Nook store used to be, but you'll see what I'm going to do with that next. And wouldn't you know, Gulliver washed up on my shore yet again, so I decided to help him out for a quick second. Now that old Gulliver was taken care of, it was time to go work on that section where my Nook store used to be at. I decided I wanted to make it into a huge garden. At first, I had a tiny one next to my Rainbow Road. Don't get me wrong, it was cute, but this time, since I was redoing everything, I wanted to go big or go home. So I wanted a huge garden, and I wanted my house attached to it. So it was just like this adorable garden expansion area. This is where my old garden used to be, so I'm taking all those crops and I'm relocating them to the new area. I believe the most tedious portion was just putting all the crops there, and then on top of that, I took some of the seeds and I expanded beyond what I had already planted. I don't know if anyone noticed, but I had a bunch of gyroids in my first garden. And so what I've been doing, because I have so many gyroids, I have color coordinated them and put them all over my island. Well, I took the brown ones and they were for my garden. And so with this garden, I'm actually going to have them lining up on the edge of the garden because I'll have a bigger expansion. Because the first set, I think I had to put some in storage because I didn't have enough room. See, there they are, my little gyroids. And so I had just a few, 2 rows of them in the first garden. Well, this one's going to have a bunch of them along the edges. Also, I took all that brick fencing and I put it in storage for now. And I wanted the peg looking fencing because I thought it was more homey looking, because the way I'm going to attach the house with the garden, I just thought it fit a lot better. And also I wanted to do a party light arch for the walkway. See, there it is. Look how cute that is. And it goes into my camping site and picnic area. So now I'm back on the other side of my island, and I was going to work on a giant playground area. On this side of my island, I've always had a playground portion. I've switched it out, reshaped it from time to time, but this time I wanted to make an official area for all my play pieces because I used to have a tiny playground too at the top of my island. But I just wanted it to be one huge playground, and then it's going to attach to a neighborhood for my villagers. Right here, I'm uprooting my flower garden where my fountain area used to be. I used to have benches on each side so people can sit, but I wanted to get rid of that. And this is where I'm going to be expanding my neighborhood. So here's my completed playground, and then I found this adorable brick pattern for the floor on Pinterest. I think I'm just going to put the code for everyone to benefit because I didn't make it, and I think it's only fair to give credit where credit is due. But yeah, it had different colors, the purple, the pink, the blue, and so that's how I chose to connect my neighborhoods with different colored sidewalk patterning. And then I made a little sitting area in the neighborhood, and it has my giant floating moon that used to be placed in my Rainbow Road garden, but now it has its own separate seating area because it is LunaLagoon. So of course I have a giant moon. And then I placed all the flower seats and tables around the moon, and it had party lights. Right here, this is my orchard. It used to be at the front of my island on Rainbow Road, but I chose to push it back near my house and my garden. Then I put an invisible shield on the ground. I was marking it so I knew where I didn't want the weeds to grow. My orchard used to be right here. It used to be by the Rainbow Road. I wanted to raise up the ground and lift it to put neighbors there, so there's a neighbor on each side of the Rainbow Road. Then I took a break because a couple of my friends stopped by and visited my island to see what I was up to. And the tradition in LunaLagoon is that before you leave my island, you have to stop on Rainbow Road and take pictures with me. I don't know how it started or when it started, but it's just been a tradition and I keep up with it. So yeah. After I tidied up and updated the rainbow garden, I thought it'd be super cute to add like a little parking lot. So that way you can park your cars and walk to your house in the neighborhood, and your cars are just sitting there by resident services. And then I didn't want any weeds growing in this area, so I put another invisible clear field like I did with the orchard along the little garden area. At some point, I didn't film this, but I was scuba diving around in the ocean, and Pascal had given me a mermaid dress in exchange for a scallop, and I thought I was super pretty, so I thought it was time to change up my hair and become a beautiful mermaid princess. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. I don't know if I'll do another vlog type episode of my island, but I really do like how my neighborhood turned out. What do you guys think? Let me know. Well, if you did like this and you want me to know, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Anything to help my little tiny channel grow. But I hope you enjoyed, and tune in next time for another episode of either art or Animal Crossing. But see you around, and thanks for watching.